Hello, my dear friends. My name is Dr. Nitin Saroch, and I am the author of Periobasics textbook and admin for website periobasics.com. I'm very happy today to announce the release of the third edition of Periobasics. Dear friends, I have been working on this project since 2010. But in 2010, when I started writing content for my website periobasics.com, I had no plan of publishing any book. But within a few years, the content of my website became popular among the students. And many students, they started asking for the hard copy of the content. That's when we decided to release the hard copy of this book. And in 2017, the first edition of this book was released. Now, at that time, there were so many well-established books in the market. You know, the Carenza, the Linde, L.A. Manson, and there were so many surgical books. But in last 5 to 6 years, Periobasics has become a well-known name among the periodontics postgraduate students. Why is that so? The answer is the simplicity of this book. This book is very simple to understand and to the point. Because of this fact, this book has become so popular among the students. Now, as far as writing a book is concerned, I believe that writing a book is like writing a novel. It should be so interesting that when you start reading the first page, you are eager to finish it. That is how a book should be written. That is what I have tried in this book. It tells you about the history of any topic, then it comes to the present, then it comes to the future perspective. So, overall, the book should be able to catch the attention of the students. The book should be able to make the student read it. So, that should be the aim of the author, that every student who starts reading the book should read it completely without getting bored. Now, if I bombard you with a lot of scientific data, I'm sure that you will not be able to remember anything. So, in this book, what my primary intention was to write only the name of those authors, those researchers who are very important as far as that particular topic is concerned. And you should be able to remember the names of those people who have done some landmark changes in the understanding of the field. Now, one of the most common questions that I face when I go for lectures or I get messages from the students, so what are the landmark studies in our field? So, in this book, you will see that in every chapter you will be encountering those names of researchers, of authors who have done some landmark research in that particular topic that you are reading. In the third edition, there are so many changes that we have done. In every chapter, we have made a separate box that is the must read article box. In that box, you will find those articles which are very important. You may call them the landmark articles, or they are very informative articles that you must read when you read this book. When you read the chapter, then you read those articles, you will get the full knowledge of the topic. Secondly, we have incorporated new scientific data so that every chapter has complete knowledge till 2023. Now, let us go through what changes do we have in this book. Now, you see, we have added 4 chapters in this book. One is the gene and stem cell therapy in periodontics. Then we have minimally invasive surgical techniques in periodontics. Then we have a new chapter on immediate implant placement and one on nutrigenomics. Then if you go through the chapters, you will see some changes, you will see some additions. Now this, you see this must read articles. You will find some landmark articles in this box that you must read, that you should read when you read the chapter. Then I have added separate section to describe some of the authors, some of the researchers who have done a lot of work in our field. Now, this is a new edition in the third edition of this book. You will see some of the new diagrams, some new flow charts in this book. In every chapter you will find some changes. The Viva section is same, and we have added some new questions and answers in the Viva section to increase the content, to increase the scientific data in our book. As you know that we have added the recent classification of periodontal and parent plant diseases in the previous edition of this book, and this is present in this edition also. We have added almost 25 to 30 surgical cases in the third edition of this book. These are some of the fantastic surgical cases which have been done by very experienced periodontists present working in our country and outside the country, and you will find these cases in the surgical section of the book. We have separate chapter on minimally invasive surgical therapy, where you will find the minimally invasive surgical procedures. Then we have implant section, where so many new cases have been added. Some of the fantastic cases done by some clinicians who have given some very good results, and the techniques have been described very clearly so that you may practice them in your clinical practice. Some of the cases of the immediate implants, which are very nicely done cases. So overall I would say that this book is complete in almost every way. So my dear friends, I hope that you will like this book, you will read this book thoroughly, and you will try to attempt every surgical procedure that we have given in this book. Dear friends, my aim is to uplift the level of periodontics that is practiced in India. This book is a small contribution in that direction. I hope that you will read this book thoroughly, and you will not only read but critically analyze the scientific data that has been given in this book. You will attempt all the surgical procedures that we have described in this book, and you can interact with me through my website or through my WhatsApp number which has been given below. You can buy this book on my website periobasics.com, or you can message me on WhatsApp. Dear friends, I would like to thank you all for your support, and I wish you all the best. Read the book, keep discussing, and keep interacting. That is the only way to learn. Thank you so much. Best of luck.